All right, everybody, welcome to the Studying Brew, episode 861 on this beautiful Thursday evening. What a glorious night to get a study session in, and oh my goodness, we're so happy to have all of you here. What a blessing it is, because you could have been anywhere else, but you're here, and I appreciate it, and we love you for it. And tonight, we're going to have a great one. We're going to have content. We're going to have techniques. We're going to have strategies. We're going to work a quiz. We're going to have fun. And more importantly, we're going to work on getting that pass notice. Because you know what?
What?
Because we need to get some pass notice. We're heading into the IRA. We're getting into the Roth area, you know, of that tax season. Guys, it was pretty cool. But before I get into my cool story, I'm just going to get the introductions out of the way. My name is Andy. I am the guy that's about ready to tell you a cool story, but you're not here for my storytelling. No, you're here for Brandy. She's got a Series 6. 63, 26, 65, and her Series 7, which makes her more than qualified to teach you all the things you need to know, so that way you too can get a pass notice. So I was at the gym, as I do, and I was talking to the owner of the gym, and then we were talking about what we do, and he's like, are you an investment advisor? I said, no, my wife is. He's all, you know what? I need to talk to her. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. He's like, do you guys do Roths? I'm all, sure do. She do IRAs? I'm all, sure does. She even does cool stuff like ETFs because she got a Series 65. She does other things that are like managed accounts. And he's all, ooh, all right, definitely gonna be talking to you, and let's talk business. Let's do this. And I was like, right on. Guys, this is how easy it is. That's how easy it is. And it's awesome. Like I wasn't in the conversation to do that. I just don't, I just mention what my wife does, that's all. But that's it. And guess what? They're like, hey, let's work on some money. You know what I mean? It is that awesome to just be in this time of year where you have that securities license. You can make that happen and bring in a little bit of extra income.
Right.
And that is what you got to do. You got to help yourself out. It's great. Guys, it's been awesome since Brandy's been licensed. We have always gotten paid every month, whether she does business or not, because of her the book of business she already set up. She's got some bills that are earmarked already with the cash that comes in. Isn't that pretty cool? You don't really have to work, and it's already there from some work she did like 4 years ago. Guys, that's the goal. That's like setting up your own retirement without even being retired. I don't know why people don't get excited about it and why they don't find it as a priority to stay on track. But this weekend, I'm not saying this conversation to brag or any of this stuff. I want you guys to be motivated and think about it. Be like, how important is it that I go to that party? How important is it that I go and waste time on the couch right now for 2 hours? Or should I just be going over there and looking at the studying and working a quiz so I too can have some of them bills paid every month without me having to go do, work? That I can rely on some stuff, that comes in. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Guys, it's so nice. Work on it. Do it. It's the sacrifices are so worth it. I was talking to some friends the other day, and they're like, hey, I remember your wife was studying while you were welding and doing all this work at like 2 a.m, and she was over there in the corner with her book, and she was like working quizzes and doing all this stuff while you were over there welding and building cars. And I was like, yeah. He's all, did she ever accomplish what she was doing? I'm like, oh yeah. Now she runs a thing. Really? All right. Well, let me talk to your wife. Guys, isn't that cool? Like your hard work will be noticed, and then people will come to you. If you got a good personality and you're cool, sky's the limit. It's true. I'm just saying. I mean, you got to have the licenses, but you got to be likable.
Yeah.
That's a whole different thing. I can't teach you to get that one here.
Yeah.
But I could recommend that that you work on it. But all right, let's get into it, Brandy. Let's do this thing. This is our last Studying Brew of the week. But I want to say this for members, we got you covered this Saturday. This Saturday, we're going to have something cool. We got our whole review, but you got to be a member. And how do you become a member and join up with us and, get onto all of our different sessions that we have for the Academy, get into our 21-day plan. If you choose to do a if you want to do it on your own, an independent study, if you will, we have the 21-day plan. If you want to have Brandy do it, guide you, if you want to see a teacher every day, guess what? We got that too. We have that with the Academy. You can join either one. Same price. You guys get 3 exams for the price of one. The SIE, the 6 and 63. Check us out. Scan the QR code. Hit the links in the chat. We got study guides available. SIE 663. Some of those programs come with the study guide, so make sure to check out our program before you buy a study guide if you are interested. So that way, you're not, buying something that you would have got for free.
Yep.
Or comes with, right?
Mm-hmm.
So message board, Kona community. That is where we meet up. Brandy's gotten a ton of messages over there. I'm sorry that if I have not gotten back to you. I've been trying to keep up with all my messages as best I can. You guys know I got a lot of personal stuff going on right now, so I've been kind of going through that. Oh boy, I wish this was a show, an episode where I could talk about this stuff, but man, some people are just, man, some people's lives are complicated like a Jerry Springer show. That's all I'm gonna say. But anyways, so I've been getting to those messages the best I can. And so please leave me a message. I'll get back to you. I am getting, but Brandy's been on top of it. She's been answering all those things, keeping that PMA over there. So yeah, check us out. We got a lot of great stuff. Scan the QR code, hit the links, 951-290-3077. That's where you can find us at, or give me a phone call or a text. Live session the Kona Academy tomorrow. We are wrapping up all content for the Series 6 and the SIE. Tomorrow is the final of our content on our academy, and then next week we start applying it. That's when we start really working the quizzes, and how we start that off is with our Saturday session. That's going to be happening 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. We do it for 4 hours. We're out by lunchtime if you're on the Pacific Coast, or before dinner in the East Coast, and we knock this thing out. And we just give you the stuff you need to know for those exams. All exams are SIE all the way through the 65, 7, all that stuff. So I would definitely check that out if you're a member. And it's going to be test taking techniques. It'll be Q&A. It'll be whatever you guys need. So that way you guys can work on getting a pass notice this week or next. So be there. And then we'll start our whole next week of just doing techniques, strategies, working those Q&As, all that stuff. It's all about helping you guys, making all the connections and helping you connect the dots so you feel confident walking into that test. As I like to say, confident and competent.
Yes.
Go one hand in hand.
That's right.
Yeah. So, all right, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Without further ado, let's go. All right, tonight we are going to be working on the Series 6. That's right. Tonight we got something for everybody. We're going to have a question from 6 different exams. We're going to have content, techniques, strategies, 6 different exams on the Studying Brew. And tonight we're going to have a good time. Brandy, you're just going to break it down, keywords, techniques, strategies. Pay attention to how Brandy answers all these questions. It is the way we wrap up everything we've been doing on the Studying Brew all week long. So let's go.
Yes. And guys, remember tonight, whereas Monday and Tuesday, we answer 12 total questions with no securities content. Today, we're going to take a little bit of content, surface level, and we're going to apply it to some of these questions.
Yeah. And remember, it's surface level content.
Yes.
So many times, so many people think they need to go some deep dive when they get questions wrong. And it's so the opposite.
Yes.
So the opposite. 9 times out of 10 people, you guys miss your questions just because you didn't see the and.
That's right.
You didn't see the one thing that was an except. You didn't see the is, the as, the how. It's just the simplest stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go.
All right. So, all right. I realized that I pulled this question, and then I realized that we had almost the same question the other night. So I have $429 with a refund of $20, $430 with an additional demand or $5, $429.2, and the customer must choose to round up or down. Right? So this is the most simple answer, right? That is the most simple answer. So let's go ahead. Let's look at that question. DEF income fund has a public offering price of 25. Your customer invests 10,730. How many shares will they receive? Guys, it's a fund, so we can go ahead and assume a mutual fund. And we know that this does full and fractional shares. That is your key word connection.
If you didn't know a mutual fund equals full and fractional shares, guess what? Now you know.
See, that's how we apply that keyword. That easy.
There's no math.
There's no math.
So you're just picking the decimal one.
Yeah, that's it. Fractional. Okay. Right? That's it. Fractional. Okay.
That's it.
That's it. That's it. All right. I have corporations, mutual funds, municipalities, closed-end funds. Now, I did not intentionally put two mutual fund questions together, but I did. Right? And guys, look at, do you guys know that sometimes what happens, somebody will go, Brandy, what's a mutual fund? And I don't know if they're talking about the context of a question
Right.
or the context of an answer choice. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because guys, so often we see words that we're like, man, that's not familiar. I need to know every word on every screen possible. Why do we feel like we need to know that? Guys, we just need to know it. No, we need to know 70% of it, 72% for some exams, but I just need to know 72% of the words that I see.
We're talking mid-level knowledge here.
Exactly. So sometimes I say, what's a mutual fund? Okay, maybe that's an exaggeration, but what's a mutual fund? Okay, well, are you talking about an answer choice or are you talking about a question? Because that's two totally different things. That's why we like to see the question when you guys are asking questions. Okay. All right. So I have corporations, mutual funds, municipalities, and closed-end funds. Well, funds and funds, right? So these two are opposite. So I'm looking at maybe something that,
Why are they opposite?
because they both say funds. Oh, opposite or similar.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, I just got used to saying the word opposite, right? I'm going to say that the closed-end funds, these are also called publicly traded funds, and mutual funds are also called open-ended funds.
Well, that's opposite of closed-ended.
Yeah. See?
So they are opposite.
So let's read the question. The question says, which of the following engages in a continuous public offering? Now, let's pretend I didn't write the purple on the screen.
Well, let's pretend I don't know.
Yeah. Or yeah, let's just say,
There's a few people on here, they're like, I don't know.
but let's just say I left it at this, right? Let's just say I left it at that. I have mutual funds and I have closed-end funds, right?
Uh-huh.
Does the words continuous say closed? Do those match? Does the word continuous match with closed?
No.
Oh, guys, continuous means it keeps going, right?
Right.
Closed means like, I'm done. I closed it.
Right.
You guys see that?
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm going with the game of B and D being opposite or similar to each other, continuous not sounding like closed, then the answer by process of elimination has to be a mutual fund anyways.
Got it.
Does that make sense?
So I got my 50-50 because they both had funds, even though I don't know why.
Right,
Let's
just as
pretend.
funds. Yeah.
And you're just looking at the words continuous and closed. Well, those don't go together, so B is the answer.
Process.
I don't know why. I don't know why that is.
Right.
We don't need to trip out and go, oh my gosh, what's a mutual fund? And then go read like 5 pages of useless information.
Right.
I mean, it is helpful, but I'm just saying we like burden ourselves with like a beating of information for no reason when we just need to look at the just common sense of it all. Look, continuous and closed.
Yeah.
They can't go together. That's not peanut butter and jelly.
And so guys, when we talk about using what you know about the words on the screen outside of securities, that's exactly what we mean. I didn't know this answer, but I knew what wasn't the answer.
And that's how you win.
Yes, this is process of elimination.
Do you guys see that? Sometimes it's not about knowing what is the right answer. It's knowing what is sometimes what is not the right answer. Do you get what I'm saying? We know that D is wrong.
Because it doesn't match the word continuous.
Not even knowing if we were right on B.
Right.
We just know that D is not it.
Exactly. I thought that was, I'm hoping that was a great example of what we mean by take it out of securities vocabulary and just use the words you know.
I thought it was a great example of not thinking too hard.
Yeah, that's you. Well, that's you. All right, guys. The impact of systematic risk. Ooh. The default risk is higher for one bond. They have different maturities. Business risk has impacted one bond more than another. I mean, I'm looking at these and I'm like, you know what? I don't really see a pattern. Oh, impact is in A and D. Oh, I see that. No, I see. Before I didn't see a pattern, right? I'm like, okay, so we're talking about something about risk. See, I'm looking at this. I'm like, okay, this question is going to be about risk and it's going to be about bonds. So now I'm able to go through my file box in my brain and narrow it down to risks and bonds. Going to the question. Question says, an investor has purchased two bonds that were issued by the same company. The bonds were purchased at the same time and they each have identical coupons. Okay, let's look at something real quick, guys. I have issued by the same company.
Mm-hmm.
I have purchased at the same time. I have identical coupons, which means the same.
Right.
But look at the rest of the question. Over the course of the year, interest rates have changed. Why would the two bonds have different prices? Guys, look in your answers, match different prices. Look in your answer choices, match different prices. Way thinking too hard. How can business risk affect a bond of the same company? There you go. Different maturities, different prices, different maturities, different prices. Guys, that easy.
Different maturities. It could be the only thing.
That's it.
The maturity rate.
Guys, look. Don't answer going in with what you think you know about content. Just look at the words on the screen. Different prices. The only thing on here is different maturity. It's the same company. It's the same coupon. It's the same time it got purchased. So why would they have a different impact? Because it's the only thing on the list that's different. Boom.
Yeah, if it's that easy.
Only.
It literally was the only answer that had different
Mm-hmm.
because one of them's different. Right?
Yeah. See? Look at the words given, guys.
Again, let's not overcomplicate this.
Yeah. Words given. Just words given. All right. A minor. That's a child, by the way. An government entity. A partnership. An unincorporated organization. Anything different?
Sally says partnership is like two people or more, right?
Yeah.
Eric's just saying different.
A is different.
He didn't say A is different. He just put different.
I got different in the.
Brandy reads Eric.
No, Jenna said A is different.
Oh.
Right? It's just one, right?
Okay. Organization. Got that.
You guys ready?
Yeah.
According to the Uniform Securities Act, all of the following entities are defined as persons except the thing that's not an entity. The one that's different.
Do you know how you guys missed that one? Because you're like, a minor's still a person.
No.
No, not when it comes to this world.
Not under the Uniform Securities Act.
Minor's not a person. You can't, yeah. Just because you can go in the carpool lane with them, it doesn't mean that they can do this.
Guys, there's three things that are not persons under the Uniform Securities Act. Three things that are not persons. That, oops, dyslexic moment. That are not persons. It's not what you think. It's literally a minor, someone that's dead, or somebody that's mentally incompetent.
Basically, the three things you cannot do business with. Three types of people you can't do business. Well, they're not people. So the three entities you cannot do business with.
The three things that can't open an account by themselves or at all.
Right.
There you go. It's crazy. That's your 63, 65, and 66, by the way. Uniform security staff.
People get stuck on that so many times.
I know. So if you guys ever pay attention to the way I say things, I will say individual when I'm talking about the human, and I will say person if I'm talking about everything else. Why? Because that's the Uniform Securities Act. Got you. I got you guys. All right. When their net asset value, I don't know about you guys, but when I see the words above, decrease, increase, higher, lower, I'm just immediately
Just want to draw arrows.
going to draw an arrow. Just immediately, right? The net asset value is above market price. Oh, the NAV is above the price. Okay. When they don't have front end loads. Okay.
Whatever.
When the fund has a 12B1 fee that doesn't exceed 0.25% of the assets under management. Oh, that's that whole no load. That's the whole I can't advertise as a no load. And then this one says when their net asset value is below the price. Oh, check that out. Eric's right.
We got opposites.
Those are opposites.
One's going up, one's going down.
Exactly. Right? When are closed-end funds considered to be trading at a premium? I know what you all are going to do. I'm going to see if you guys do it. When are closed-end funds considered to be trading at a premium?
They're all going to say up because it's premium.
A or D? Ooh. Slow down. Woo. That was good. That's right, guys. When the price is higher than the NAV, which is definitely D. Good catch, guys. That's awesome.
Yeah, and the mistake that most people would have done was they would have said up is premium, right?
Mm-hmm.
But that's not exactly what it's saying, is it? Explain that one for me. It says Jacoby in Florida.
I just did it right there.
He wasn't paying attention.
If the price is higher than the value, if the price is higher than its original issue, it's a premium. So I just rewrote it. If the NAV is lower than the price, that means that the price is higher than the NAV. Opposite day, but still the same thing, right? Opposite day, still the same thing. All right. Oh, we're on the last question already.
Last question.
Not liable for investment losses provided that certain requirements are met.
Okay, I'm not liable for it.
You know what? I'm just gonna go like this. Okay. ...
I mean, if I'm the janitor at a firm, I'm not liable for that.
Yeah, but you know what I liked about this one? It said provided certain requirements are met. I like that.
Got it.
I like that. I don't even know what we're talking about. I like it.
Sounds good.
Considered the same as plan participants. Are you a plan participant? Because that would be what I would consider the same.
Yeah.
Right? Able to engage in prohibited transaction.
Why are we engaging in prohibited transactions?
I don't know.
And why would we be okay with that?
I don't know anybody who is able to to engage in prohibited activities. No.
There's no hall passes in this.
Relieved of all responsibility for monitoring the plan and its investment options. Did you get fired? Because why would you be relieved of all responsibility? So weird, right?
You'd have to be fired or you lost your license, right?
Right. So my gut is saying A. I really don't know why yet, but my gut is saying A. Just because I was that's the only one I kind of okayed, right? Under Section 404C of ERISA fiduciaries. Well, guys, all I really need to know about this is that this is the person that is responsible, right? That's all I really need to know. And if you're responsible, you definitely can't C.
No.
You definitely can't D.
No.
Why? If you are the person responsible, you're not a participant.
No.
So then it has to be A.
Process of the elimination. Basically knocked off all the things that we aren't.
And guys, I don't say it enough here, but I need to say it more often. It's very rare that I look at these and go, the answer's A. No. more times than not, I am literally eliminating what I can. I'm eliminating what I can. Maybe I can eliminate all 3 like I did just now. Maybe I can eliminate 2 and go, "Okay, now I can pick the right answer." But most of the time, guys, I am going with what can I cross off first before I even think what could be the right answer.
I think the most common mistake that people make about all this and Brandy is they think that you don't do this on your own.
No.
She does this every time. As many quizzes and tests and everything that she's done, she still does this exactly like this every time.
Yes. Why?
Just like we show you.
Yes. Because why am I gonna why? Because the thing is that why am I going to work harder at trying to know the right answer when I can knock off things that don't match? You're out. You're out. That C, no, just no, no. There's no case where C would be right. Does that make sense? You're out. If I'm the one that's responsible, D, you're out. And why would I be considered the same? You're out. Okay, cool. My gut was right. I was thinking it was A. I eliminated the others. Boom, done. A. Process of elimination. Get to the right answer. You don't necessarily have to know it.
That's all.
That's it.
We didn't even talk about section 404C ERISA fiduciary. Guys, did you see that?
But do you know how many people would have seen this question and gone like this? Brandy,
What's section 404C and is it in the study guide?
I don't see 404C. Do we need to know that?
Right.
Had nothing to do with the number and everything to do with fiduciaries responsible for.
How come I don't see it?
Because you don't need it. Sorry.
Just plain simple.
Yeah.
Just plain and simple. If the question talks about cake, you got 3 answers that are donut, and you got 1 answer that's cake, guess what you're going to do? Doesn't matter what the rest of the stuff is saying in the question or any of the what's in the answers. You're just going, oh, cake answer goes with cake question.
Done.
Can't be the donuts.
No.
I don't know why, but whatever. Do you see what I'm saying? We're just breaking it down to like, I don't even care why the other ones aren't, or why it is right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just looking at all the ones that are way wrong.
Yep.
And then that's it. Process of elimination, and I have the right answer. Guys, this weekend, work on it. Trust your gut. Have faith in the process. Don't be scared to work on these types of things on your own. Guys, you're going to get it wrong. If you were Kobe, he worked for hours on his jump shot. Hours. He probably took 1,000,000 shots and missed them so many times. Or Curry, right? Missed them 1,000,000 times. Wayne Gretzky missed a lot of shots, but he became the great one of hockey, right? Jordan, same thing. Took a lot of shots, missed it.
Mhm.
It doesn't matter. Most great baseball players, dude, do you know that a 500 batting average means that you miss half of the things that are thrown at you?
I mean, guys, like 300 batting average is a third of the swings. A third. 1/3. That's not even 70%. It's opposite of that.
Just think about how that is. But you're only getting good if you just have a faith in the process and just do it. If you're just like, oh, that can't be it, it probably is that.
Right.
That's it.
Mahalo.
So have that kind of energy this week. Have that vibe. Go after those quizzes. Have that faith. Just get it done. Stay consistent. Work on it. We'll see all you members on Saturday. We'll see the rest of you on Monday. Take care, everybody. Stay safe out there. Wash your hands. Don't touch your face. Don't touch your friend's face. That's all I know. And keep that positive mental attitude. PMA, everybody. Have a great night.
Thank you guys so much for being on. We super appreciate you. Never underestimate the power of the process of elimination. We will see you guys tomorrow. We will see you guys next time. Have a great one.
Good night.